일단 진입해. 뭐야, 왜 우리 공격해? No. Oh shit. 뭐야, 공격이 안 떠. 뭐야, 왜 돌아가? 이게 유혹됐어? 왜 형? 아, 와우. 와우. 현호 상태라뇨? 그것도 10%? 예스. 잠깐. 때려.
Something stronger. Can't make it down. Let's do this. Nice hit. This thing isn't doing the job. You like that? Isn't doing the job.
안 걸렸어. 죽겠다. 걸려 이게? 아, 너무 멀다. 왜 안 써?
It's not very helpful. Need some. Dead. After him.
Glory be to God!
Let's go.
Yeah, never you. Yes. Oh, man.
This is futile.
소환 안 됐네?
Can't make it.
You got the decency to die?
Rather difficult to concentrate and do.
아, 이거 누웠구나. 취소됐네.
This thing isn't doing the job. Found it. It usually works.
한방. 죽여. 뭐야, 안 떠.
Yeah. Assist.
I like the darkness. That's about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
After him.
Love will be
Me too.
Need something stronger. Hell. Can't make a dent. After him.
회복 좀 하자.
Me too.
다 지배됐어.
Get him.
Take this.
say your prayer.
회복. 거의 다 죽었어. 잡았다.
Assist. Let's go.
See, never you mind that miss. I'll land the next one. See, oh no.
자고 일어나야겠다. 별거 없네.
Yeah. All right. Ready to brawl?
I'm not going. You like that? Damn, missed.
누가 눕힌 거지?
Good thinking. Why not?
이 아이템이 다 무슨 소용이란 말인가. 여기가 끝일 텐데. 별거 없네, 소자.
It's even scarier than in my dreams.
뭐야, 얘 빼고 다 대회청인데?
Hey, this brings back some memories, huh? It doesn't seem much different. Powerful beings thinking they know what's best for us. Starting to think we'd be better off without them, if you like. I like that feeling. That was something I never... Not that I wanted to tangle with. I looked all around the Deerwood, but that place has... Ended up moving to Adir and tracking down... In part, I guess. Some Adirans like to give... With my folks, a group came along and... I sat down with them, and one fella... my folks... I don't know if that was something we could have avoided, or...
뭐 아직
It's on your
있는데?
mind. We got him out of there, but he is all alone out there, and that's what got him into trouble to begin with. I hope this time it's different. I worry though.
뭐 아직
What's on your
있는데?
mind? I worry. I ended up moving to Adir and tracking in with us had one my phone. I don't if I like that no and with my folks. Us one felt my phone. I don't know if that was if you like. It does our starting to think we'd be better off without the if you like. Yeah? What's on your mind?
안 없어져.
Yes? As a matter, I saw my mother for the first time. She was what I used to blame. I used intentionally or not. Thank you. It felt my father. I think they must have loved each other once. It was.
Watcher, tell me what's on your mind? Yeah, it's best. Watcher, tell me what's on your mind? I never knew nothing that... No matter... And the crush of the souls out of... But the others toughened, turned survivors. They died. No, Watcher, not at this time. Maybe not ever. Feeling sorry never made a lick of difference for me. I guess it's the night, and it's not like night and death or no use in fearing what's no need to fiddle-foot around. I'm listening. Sure thing, Watcher.
끝났다. 얘는 왜 안
What's
끝나?
on you? That was not that I looked ended up moving to Adir if you like. It doesn't powerful. Starting to think we'd be
안 없어져.
Hey, look who it is. We got, but I hope this time it's. I worry though.
가자.
No problem. 네?
뭐야, 세월의 무상함을 절실하게 느꼈다고? 뭐 죽으러 가는 거야?
Gilded Vale got its name from the way the wheat fields used to look in the sun. Might as well be a different. Hard to miss what you can barely remember. All I know is these great people got a funny way of passing on. They disappear from the world, but leave their problems behind for the rest of us to deal with. I guess maybe that's one good. Even got a friend or two. Whole world's about to face the biggest test it ever saw. You know, I broke a wheel once. My mom had this spinning wheel. Well, I was playing with it in the way it wouldn't go back into place, so anyway, I got whipped pretty good for it. I used to think of the gods as being like parents.
5 years ago, you controlled the destiny of thousands, but the choice you make today shall define the fate of every living thing in Aora. And to think of all the times I've asked, I suppose if it were up to me, I'd want to ensure that Kith are free, but it isn't up to me. I know you'll choose wisely.
We gonna do this or what? We've made it this far, yet we're still alive. Might as well square off with my god before our luck runs dry. I'll hold you to that. Sure do. If Gon wants you dead, I figure he can do it himself. Besides, the part of him that's been stomping through the Deadfire didn't much help me at Malgren's teeth. Tell me, Watcher, can there be a god of light and birth? I thought it'd be different, but I couldn't dream of it. Now then, shall we go whether we're meant to wither or thrive? Consider me your second shadow.
I look back, and I ain't but half sure how we got ourselves here, Captain. Coming out here lean and lonesome, sailing us through that mother of storms, land give a second and a half on you, you do. No denying that. Trying to seduce. Somebody had to be keeping onwards then, Captain.
가자. 모이그위스? 못 가네 아직. 이게 뭐지 근데?
The machine controlling the storm winds down. The clattering of its the bell's ringing is soft.
Watcher, your journey nears its conclusion.
The pallid knight stands before you, her gaunt face impassive.
Soon you will confront Aethys for what will likely be the final time, and you will do so as the Herald of Barroth.
The pallid knight inclines her head to you.
If Aethys truly intends to go through with his mad plan to destroy the wheel, a generation's worth of souls will be trapped in the in-between. So many would suffer.
갇히지 않으니까 부시는 거 아니야?
He cannot just
Abaddon strides forward.
Aethys thrust this crisis on the Kith. They did not bring it upon themselves. Their only mistake was entrusting us to watch over them. Who will help them rebuild their world now?
Aethys will reveal every secret of the gods. Will Kith be able to change the established order if they have no wonder to inspire them? Aethys must help them resolve this quickly, lest every one of Eora's few remaining mysteries be laid plain.
With the wheel destroyed, Kith will tear themselves apart. It is the gods' duty to prevent that happening, lest they doom us all. And as Kith must be ruled, so too must the gods. I say that if Aethys is so eager to throw down the mantle of power and step aside, I shall—
Kith are strongest when they follow our lead, and we are strongest when we lead in turn. United in purpose with the gods, Kith can accomplish things that without us—
Kith will not solve Aethys' puzzle on their own. And without an established order to fight against, the bonds that bind them dissolve, and they fight amongst themselves.
Scan says, and casts a long look.
You cannot trust us, and you never should have. Only the Kith may save.
Boudica's firm hand is but the motherly smothering of Helia by another name. Mortals should have no special advantage. Our intervention in your struggle would be a cruelty and count.
Indeed. Kith must discover for themselves what it is they are worth, and of what it is they are capable. What we do for them, they do not learn for themselves. I have faith in Kith's ability to meet Aethys' challenge. Do not mistake my words for indifference, Watcher. They are born from a fierce belief in your potential, not a refutation of it.
And yet you come to Okaizo alone, with none at your back. All that Kith stand to lose. Margaret is blinded by her affection for mortals. She does not see that entropy is the destiny of all things. Kith have had their chance.
As Rimmergon's words fade, the Pallid Knight returns. She no longer towers over you, a giant even among—
Well, Watcher, you know where we stand. What do you believe? I only suggest that you walk into this future with eyes wide, Watcher. Now the time has come for— I laid upon you a difficult duty, and you have discharged it well. You will be free of it, and you are no stranger to hard choices. You killed Theos, and when his soul was laid bare before you, you chose— Remember the strength it took to make that choice, and know that you alone—
She claps her gauntleted hands together, and a sound like thunder—
그냥 다 망하자.
You keep falling asleep on me, I'm gonna have to start walking behind you with a pillow. Oh, by the way, the storm's gone. Also, it seems—
Gods and darnation.
In here with me.
자식들. 뭐야, 못 가. 그냥 부시고 있구나. 열심히 부시는데?
Real quiet.
What you people from lush, bright lands fail to grasp is that Okaizo belongs to us. We've earned it with blood and sweat.
뭐래, 꺼져.
And no one shall take it from us now. I can't stop him. Neither can you. Roataians!
I'm not going anywhere like this. Let's do this.
빠이.
Hey.
What do you need?
왜 오는 거야? 이렇게 험하게 죽을 거면은. 여기 애들도 왔나? 왔니? 없네. 자식들아, 얘들 문직이 있었으면 오지도 못했어. 호적들 100% 문직이한테 팔렸다.
You descend into the ancient, winding streets of Ukaizo. Battered by storms for thousands of years, the ruins bear as you approach the center of the city. The weathered architecture gives way to more luminous Audra, piercing the ruins. Eventually, over an immense Angwithan machine floats above the monument, suspended by invisible energy emanating from a well of light beneath it. Great brass rings spin around a core of metal. The only safe route to the god is a steep ascent along a monstrous pillar of luminous Audra, intertwined with fragments of...
Strange to see Ukaizo in this way. It may be hard to picture, but this city was once full. Great hanging trees shadowed each spring. The celebrants would pass through a steep, all people of all nations, together in a celebration of...
If we don't fix this mess you're about to cause, the whole world is gonna look this bad. I mean, it's a mighty heavy load you put...
As long as there are people like you in this world, Adair, this power has always been in the grasp of mortals. Now you will finally be aware...
Gone, please, I'm begging you. What do I do following this? Help!
The Deadfire and the Eastern Reach are full of animancers. women and men with brilliant minds who can solve this great problem. They will also need people with brilliant souls, like you, Shodi. People who can tend to the spiritual needs of the world. Remember, the flame you bear is not only light, but...
What right do you have to do this? Destroy the wheel and leave us with nothing?
Aloth, we are all gods and mortals, responsible, but inaction carries its own moral responsibility. One must always do as their conscience. But what of you, Watcher? Why have you followed me? Have you come to bear witness to the breaking of the wheel?
세계 파괴?
And you believe I should give my strength to one of them? I am certain Woodica... Why do you believe I should give this power, which we have used so irresponsibly for so long, to any of them? Though I hope my brothers and sisters would not do so, you have convinced me, Watcher. The gods do need a strong leader. I will ensure I must attend to my... You have carried a heavy burden. You are free now. Many will come to you for... I have great hope for you.
Aethys squares himself to the machine.
뭐야, 이렇게 끝이야?
He returns to his task. Each strike bringing with cracks appear along the hands. Then race up the arm. You see Aethys' arm shatter up. As Aethys' voice fades, the enormity of what you've accomplished sinks in. You have confronted a god. You have Aethys channels his essence into Berith, empowering the god of doors, cycles, and life and death beyond all other gods. Berith vows to maintain peace and order in the here and the beyond, while Kith labored. Under Berith's guidance, the world becomes a more predictable, stable place. Seasons fall. Great minds around the world work methodically towards salvation. In reaching Ukaizo and facing Aethys, you have accomplished the impossible. And you have done it without the assistance of the great powers of Deadfire. Your feats capture the awe and imagination of a world that needs heroes more than ever. Some say your intervention prevented Aethys from With each day, your legend grows. Ukaizo remains unclaimed, and the Efekia Channel becomes the site of a near-constant battle as the Huana and the Rawatayans vie for control. And while they chip away at one another, the Valians, emboldened by their rivals' distraction, the Valian Trading Company seizes territory and mine. To support their operations, the Valian Trading Company begins shipping. Despite other tensions across the archipelago, Port Maje remains a model of peaceful, productive cooperation between as the balance of power changes in Deadfire. With the major powers at one another's throats, Neketaka becomes a maelstrom of chaos. Spies and smugglers follow the flow of refugees, and the pirates continue smuggling food into the gullet, and the Raparu embrace their benefit. The loss of Skiariliphus' essence weakens the Water Shapers Guild. Their power wanes. Your brief encounter with Letharn proves deeply influential for the plagued with nightmares and haunted by the deaths at Hesango. Letharn begins questioning his faith in Aethys. At first, his fellow Dawnstars chide. The faith of the children of the Dawnstars fades, but their commitment to the people with the Adra at Pokakohara destroyed and hopes of a Valian outpost dashed, the tribes resolve to leave Tikawara behind. Free of Menzago at last, Copperhead determines to leave Splintered Reef. He and several fellow vessels. Though your adventures alter the destiny of Aora and the balance of power in Deadfire, they also leave a lasting mark. Adair returns to Hesango, where he reunites
다 나오네?
the son of his former lover, Alava. The boy takes heart in Adair's account that Aethys and all the other gods were false, petty, and unworthy of the love of Kith. Realizing how close he came to dying for this cause, Byrne finds renewed purpose in working alongside his uncle. Shodi is not a priestess who understands the meaning of subtlety. As such, she makes her girlish crush on Adair painfully obvious from the moment she first sets eyes on the strapping fighter. Early in your travels, Adair appears discomforted by her persistent flirting. He often grimaces when she sidles up to him, and he takes endless pains to keep their conversations terse and to the point. Seemingly lit with an inner glow, Shodi takes to a new life of mission work with gusto. She still is committed to shepherding souls forgone, but having realigned her goals with that of her fellow Dawn Stars, she now endeavors to help the living as much as the dead. As you travel the Deadfire, you find her sleeping better and laughing more often. When the time comes for her to return to her temple in Nekataka, it's with a clear wistfulness and much lip-biting. Though the two of you no longer travel together, Shodi holds fast to the memory of you in her heart, remaining your fierce and doting girlfriend, faithful even in her absence. You receive a missive for every day apart, though they often arrive in a single bundle. Aloth renews his commitment to destroying the Leaden Key. With the wheel broken, loosening the god's stranglehold on Kith is more urgent than ever. You let Rimaro go, and the former pirate ostensibly set sail for the trade lanes of the Eastern Reach, the Edier Empire, Old Valia, and yet, when the two of you part, Seraphin seems emboldened. The Valian Trading Company is initially furious when they learn that Pallegina had assisted the Watcher in claiming Ukaizo. In the chaotic aftermath, the company takes a more nuanced view of Pallegina's actions. The turmoil in the region allows the well-organized company to seize a number of valuable assets from their competitors. Time away from the Navy gives Maya Rua some perspective on how Rawatai conducted the Deadfire occupation. No sooner does she looks forward to see Takehu distances himself from the problems of the Deadfire, giving the tribes a reprieve from godlike omens. In Gati's silence, your farewell is short and cordial. Your pursuit of Aethys and your journey to Ukaizo signal the end of forces that have shaped the lives as the Watcher of Cadnua and the former Herald of Bareth.
이렇게 끝이야? 결국 에오타스가 짱 먹었다 하고 끝인 건가? 여기까지라고 해야겠지만 좀 더 봐야겠다. 다시 돌려서. 에오타스가 짱 먹었다. 이 얘기인가? 뭐야 이거 후원? 에오타스가 짱 먹었다. 그러면 다른 거 하면 어떻게 되지?
To see you. It may be great. Each the cell all.
If we don't fix, I mean,
as this
gone.
The dead they will remember.
What's wrong?
Allah, but what of you, Watcher? Why have you followed me? Have you come to bear witness to the breaking of the...
I've heard you say some crazy...
No. This is Remergon's doing. Why would you ask me to do such a thing?
The cycle cannot be denied.
Even if a final death isn't... No, Watcher. I will not succumb to despair.
지금 하는 게 좀 파괴적인 것 같으니까 내가 좀 극단적으로 했으니까 얘가 좀 흔들리네.
No, Aethys! Don't listen to him. I still believe in you. You can't give in to this.
뭐야 갑자기 바뀌었어.
Gone, please. Don't cave to the despair the Watcher seeks to smother you with. Death is only half the process. What point is there to Aora?
I must attend to my final work. You have carried a heavy burden across
다
the Deadfire,
죽여주세요.
Watcher. You are free now. Many will I have.
Aethys squares himself to the machine. He returns to his task. Each strike cracks appear along. You see Aethys's arm shatter upward. As Aethys's voice fits, Maras Nua's body finally goes still amidst the rubble of the ink within machines. Yet it continues to glow. Priests and mystics have strange dreams. As a watcher, you see what these dreams. And while Maras Nua stands frozen over Ukaizo, the gods look on the labors of Kith, but they do not intervene. In reaching Ukaizo and facing Aethys, you have accomplished the impossible. And you have done it without the assistance of the great powers of Deadfire. Your feats capture the... With each day, your legend grows. Ukaizo remains unclaimed, and while they chip away at one another, emboldened by their rival's distraction, as the balance with your brief encounter with Letharn proves deeply influential.
깨졌다는 건 똑같은데?
You descend into the ancient winding as you approach an immense, the only safe.
It reached the celebrate. Oh,
If we don't, I mean,
as long this
Gone.
the dead they will all remember.
what right do you have to do this?
Allah, but in it one must all. But what of you, Watcher? Why have you followed me? Have you come to bear witness to the breaking of the wheel? Mortals are all animancy. Why does Helia think I should lend more power to mortals? I see your point. Perhaps it was naive of me to think that mortals could immediately set about to fix. From where should mortals draw their inspiration? Very well, Watcher. I will ensure that mortals are in. I must attend to my final. You have carried a heavy burden across. You are. Many will come to you for. I have.
Aethys squares himself to the machine. As you move to a safe distance, he draws his fist back. He returns to his task. Each strike bringing with it the sound of cracking stone, and cracks appear along the hands, then race up the arms. Aethys does not. You see Aethys's arm shatter upward from his hand. As Aethys's voice fades, the enormity of what you've accomplished. On your recommendation, Aethys disperses his essence, and that of the thousands of souls within him, to centers of knowledge and learning around the world. Animants. While some of these developments prove beneficial to Kith, others are decidedly less. In reaching Ukaizo and facing Aethys, you have accomplished the impossible. And you have done it without the assistance of the... With each day, your legend grows. Ukaizo remain, and while they chip, emboldened by their rivals to support despite other... As the bout with the major powers at one another's throats.
비슷비슷하네. 그냥 뭐 어쨌든 다 부시고 나서 에오타스가 남은 자신의 힘을 어떻게 쓰냐에 따라 그게 또 달라지는 거네. 저가 그럼 파괴했을 때는 뭐라고 했었지? 다시 봐야지.
You descend into the ancient and the...
파괴했을 때 너무 대충인 것 같다.
It reached the soul. I mean, as this
Gone.
the dead they will remember.
What?
Allah, but what of you, Watcher?
파괴.
Truly?
No. Why would you ask me to?
The sack.
Even if no,
No, wait.
Gone.
I must. You have. You are. Many will. I have.
Aethys, you... As Aethys's voice fades, Maras Nua's body finally goes still amidst the rubble of the ink within machines, yet it continues to glow. Priests and mystics have strange dreams of an island of eternal dawn at the eye of a storm, a port where the tide never flows out, a roadside tavern whose door... As a watcher, you see what these dreamers cannot. The souls of the departed drifting toward the Audra Colossus and the twilight afterlife. And while Maras Nua stands frozen over Ukaizo, the gods look on the labors of Kith, but they do not intervene. They watch and argue. In reaching Ukaizo and facing Aethys, you have accomplished the impossible. And you have...
그럼 그냥 뭐라 해야지? 에오타스 신경만 건드린 거 아니야? 세상을 다 파괴해주세요 이랬는데 그냥 약간 그냥 신경만 긋고 끝났다. 맨 위에 거는
Allah, but what of you, Watcher?
이거 어때 받고
Why have you followed me?
이건 에오타스가 짱 먹으라는 거고 영감? 이거는 좀 지식을 나눠주세요 아니면 힘을 나눠주세요. 이거는 그냥 신경 긁는 거 도발하는 거.
It is pity for mortals that drives me. What more would you have me do?
너한테?
It is true. Thank you for making me think of the lost souls, Watcher. I will provide a haven. I must attend to my... You have carried a heavy burden. You are free now. Many will... I have...
Aethys, he cracks.
어쨌든
You see
부시고
Aethys's arm shatter upward from his
수레바퀴가
hand through his
완성될
elbow.
동안에
A flash of light and heat. As
고통을 좀
Aethys's voice
덜어준다.
fades, the enormity of Maras Nua's body finally goes still amidst the... As a watcher, and while Maras Nua stands in reaching Ukaizo and with each and bold to as with the chilled with the Adra free of Menzago, though your adventures alter the destiny of Aora and the balance.
다른 거 없는 것 같아. 계속 똑같은 건데. 마지막으로 지켜보고 싸워보고 해야겠다. 싸우는 건 어떻게 되는 거지? 진짜 싸우는 건가?
You descend into the ancient winding as the
If we don't, I mean, it's
As long this
gone.
They will remember.
What's
Allah, but what of you, Watcher? You are welcome to do so. I must attend. You are free now.
왜
Many will
애들 아무
come to
말도 안
you
해?
for help. I have.
이번에 아무 말도 안 하는데.
As Aethys Maras Nua's body finally goes still amidst the rubble of the Aang within Mish. As a watcher, you see what these dreamers cannot. And while Maras Nua in reaching Ukaizo and facing
야,
Aethys,
똑같잖아.
you have accomplished.
다 똑같아. 그냥 중간 대화에서 조금 달라져. 주차. 잠시. 한 번 더 싸워보고. 가자.
You descend into the ancient and the
As this
gone, please.
The dead they will remember.
What's right,
Allah, but one must. But what of you, Watcher?
And how do you propose to do that?
어떻게
That'll
싸우냐?
squash you like a bug.
Watcher, there is no fight to be had. If you seek
싸우자.
Your stand against Aethys lasts no longer than it takes you to declare it. In less than the span of a breath, the god absorbs your soul into his Audra body, where it mingles with the thousands already. You surface from the morass, time and again, only to remember the task you left behind, and how powerless you are now to complete it. You dimly perceive a world in chaos. You sink and forget.
뭐야? 허무하게 죽고 끝내버렸다 이거야? 뭐야? 아니 뭡니까? 그럼 못 막는다는 거네 아예? 무조건? 아니면 내가 무슨 선택을 해가지고 바꿀 수 있다는지 그런 게 있으면 모르겠는데 일단 내가 선택한 거에서 끝까지 왔으면은 무조건 죽는 거네? 어허... 아니 싸우는 것도 안 돼? 아, 물론 이제 크게 차이가
It may be great each the cell all
I mean it's
as long the dead they will remember.
What's right?
말 바꾸는 거야,
But what of you, Watcher? There why have you really come?
없네. 그럼 필멸자가 그냥 깔끔하게 합시다. 뭐 막지도 못하면 그냥 뭐 필멸자가 뭐 잘 할 수 있게 버티도록
It is pity for mortal. What more would you have me do? While I hope that animancers would I know such sympathy. Thank you for making me. I must attend. You are free now. Many I have.
Aethys, he cracked. You see Aethys. As Aethys, Maras Nua's body finally goes still amidst the as a watch and with each day, Ukaizo and while the bolt to support, despite other as the balance of power with the major the with the out any the touch your farewell is short. Your as the
하여튼 이렇게 해서 끝나네. 아 결국 모든 끝에 이제 엔딩을 봤을 때는 파괴할 수밖에 없고 거기서 그냥 나대지 말고 조용히 끝나냐 또는 결국 베라스 이런 신들은 쓸모가 없었네. 뭐 아무것도 못하는 그냥 별거 없는 그냥 영혼만 쭉쭉 빨아먹는 부스러기? 우리가 이거 뭐야 필멸자 그 환생할 때 나오는 그 영혼 부스러기나 먹고 그냥 배나 그냥 불리고 있는 쓸모없는 그냥 신들이었네요. 와. 이거 뭐 거의 그 뭐야 뭐라 해야지 문지기만 잡을 정도로 돼서 오면은 그냥 끝나는 거네. 그러니까 일찍 끝나지. 씨. 뭐 마지막 보스도 그거 하나뿐이었잖아. 그러니까 일찍 끝나지. 씨. 하루 만에 이틀 만에. 그러니까 엔딩을 보는 거구만. 끝이 이렇게 허무하니까. 또 DLC 기다려야 되네. DLC 나오면은 다시 해야 되나? 네, 지금 있는 걸로 할까? 참. 그러면은 거인을 따라간 이유가 없잖아. 그냥 가만히 있어도 그냥 알아서 될 거였어. 그냥 내가 가가지고 그냥 말 한마디 건네는 거. 수레바퀴는 파괴하지만 좀 필멸자를 좀 돌봐주세요. 응? 그냥 난 여행한 거야. 여행했네. 나 참. 데드파이어 군도를 그냥 한 바퀴 뺑 돈 거네. 대단하다. 좀 빨리 하자. 다 후원 목록인가? 여기까지 데드파이어 있습니다. 한번 간단하게 솔프로